Hello friends, I found that a commonly searched question on Google and YouTube is, what is goodness? So we can start by looking at how we use the word good. We say things like it's a good dog, good ice cream, good boy, it's a good guitar. What we mean by that is that those things are living up to their potential. It's good ice cream if it's tasty. We have this knowledge that ice cream is supposed to taste a certain way. We say that a guitar is good if it makes the right kind of sound. We wouldn't call a guitar good if it made a beautiful piano sound. We call it good if it makes a beautiful guitar sound. We say that a dog is good if it behaves the way that dogs are designed to behave. And the same thing for humans. We call humans good if they're behaving the way that we understand humans ought to behave. And we have this intuitive idea that we've abstracted, that our minds have already pulled from reality of how things ought to be. The things are a particular way and they have this nature. If they reach that potential of their nature, then they are good. Now, in order for something to have a nature, it has to exist in the first place. A dog can't be a good dog if it's just an imaginary dog. The fundamental good, the fundamental basic good, is existence itself. And this is the good that's easiest to miss because it's the one that's the most obvious. It's hidden in plain sight, like Edgar Allan Poe's Purloined Letter. So in order for something to reach its full potential and fulfill its nature, it has to exist. That's why we say that existence is the fundamental good, the basic good. So this idea of good, the good, whatever the good is, it doesn't exist as atoms and material. It can't be looked at through a microscope or a telescope. We can't invent some scientific machine that can measure a certain amount of goodness or detect it. It's something that's abstract. And this is an important thing to point out, that if we live in a materialistic world, in other words, the basic structure of reality is just atoms and energy and material things, then good doesn't exist. There is no objective source of goodness. There is no objective good. It's just what we prefer. Things don't really have natures and essences. They're just whatever we want them to be. That's what we mean by good. However, it is part of our immediate experience that there is good and that there is goodness. And so materialism denies this part of our immediate experience, and so materialism looks like it's false. Good, then, depends on our natures, and our natures come from God. And so God is the ultimate source of good. In fact, He's not even just good, He is goodness itself. He is that from which all other goodness derives, right? If good is like a stream, God is the source of that stream, the fountainhead that the rest of it flows from. And so God Himself is the source of good. He is goodness itself, capital G goodness. Now ultimately what we want to know is practically what is the good for us? And the good for us is to reach our fullest potential as human beings. That is to be really deeply happy and to be the most fully alive that we can be. And that consists in nothing less than the vision and the apprehension of God Himself. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to receive notifications.